Hi Friday Foodies, I'm Jane from JaneAnnThompson.com. And today I'm going to do another quick recipe for you. Again, I'm kind of on a theme lately. I want you to have things that you can prepare very quickly when you come in from work, because that's just where I came from. All right, so today I'm going to make you the Southwestern Kale and Avocado salad. This is a massage kale salad, and you may have seen other massage kale salads on the internet, but I like to change mine up a little bit because I live here in the Southwest. I like mine a little spicy. So what I've done is, most of you may not know that kale comes in many different varieties. It's not just that curly stuff on buffets that they decorate with, believe it or not, and you can eat that, by the way. All right, so this is a Russian kale, and notice that the leaf is flat. And I really like the Russian kale. It works really well with this salad, but you can use any kale. And kale has a very stiff stem in the back. So you want to remove your leaf from the stem all the way up. So I've done that, and then you just break it into bite-sized pieces and put in your salad spinner, give it a whirl, and you've got your kale ready to go. All right, so then what I'm going to do is, because I'm making this just for me tonight, I'm going to use half of an avocado. And I'm just going to scoop this out. Okay, folks, this does get your hands messy, but don't worry, they are washable. Okay, so we're going to put our avocado in there. Half of a nice size avocado. All right, and now I'm going to massage this up. And I'm going to use a little bit of salt, because the salt and the massaging helps break down the fibers. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt, and I'm using a little bit, it's not a fine grind, it's a little bit heavier than a fine grind salt. So like a kosher or something like that. All right, so now I am just going to massage that avocado into my kale here. And work it really well. You want to work each of the leaves and just work that avocado all through it till it's nice and soft and your hands get really gooey. But believe me, this salad is delicious. And because it's so nutrient dense, avocados are great for us. I mean, I know they had a bad rap for a few years, that they're, high in fat. But the great thing is they are full of vitamins, very good monounsaturated fat. Okay, so I've worked that all the way through. It's nice and soft. Alrighty. And just kind of get that off a little bit. If you guys weren't here, I'd probably lick my fingers, but I think I'll just wipe my hands on paper towels. Okay, so then after I've massaged that in really well, then what I'm going to add to this is a clove of garlic, and I'm using my Pampered Chef garlic press, and I don't represent Pampered Chef, but I love the Pampered Chef garlic press because you don't even have to take off the skin of the garlic. You can do the whole thing in there and get a little extra there. Okay, and then see, there's my skin. Throw it away. All right, and then I'm going to add some chopped jalapeno. All right, I've used about half of a jalapeno, which just came from my son's backyard. To make it not as hot, what you want to do is take out the seeds and the ribs. Like inside that little white rib, you want to cut that out if you don't want it to be terribly hot, because the heat comes from the seeds and those ribs. So I've got about half of an avocado finely chopped. I'm sorry, a jalapeno finely chopped. All right, and then I'm going to add some lime juice. So let me squeeze just a little bit more in there. I think I've only got about a teaspoon here. None of the measurements need to be exact. Just use a good guess. You want a little bit of lime to tart that up. Okay, and then I've chopped up 2 green onions and about 1/4 cup of cilantro, and I'm going to add those to this as well. And just toss that. Get my garlic down in there. And you can put the garlic in when you do the massaging as well to make it really mix in a little better if you prefer. All right, I've got all of that mixed in. And this is pretty much going to be my dinner tonight. It's delicious. I hope you'll give it a try. I do want to give you one final tip tonight. If you're like me, you buying greens, a lot of times they'll go bad in your refrigerator before you get to them. But I found a secret that keeps greens from going bad. So on kale, I do this with kale, cilantro, my green onions. I put them in a jar with some water. And then all you do is cover them with one of the green grocery bags that you can get at any kind of kitchen store or Bed Bath & Beyond, any one of those places. Or you can just use the plastic bag that your produce comes from in the store. Cover it, stick it in the refrigerator. If you don't use it right away, just change the water about 4 or 5 days. My kale tonight, I bought 8 days ago, and look how beautiful it still is. All right, so that's an extra tip for you today, Friday Foodies. I hope you'll try the Southwestern Kale and Avocado salad, and I'll see you next week. Bye.